go to get drunk as a constant thing or getting into any kind of addiction. Now, that's the same thing. If we keep under budgeting all the services which directly impacts people, then, as I have said, our society has been successfully produced the people only going among jails, drug treatment centers, homeless shelter, psych wards, and streets. And all the good program right now county offers, because of the under budgeting, you only have the name. Do they really have enough staff and resources to actually execute their program to really enrich people's life for us to thrive together in this county? The answer is no. Look at the rising numbers of the homeless people, especially homeless families. And our seniors are in jeopardy as well because of complicated tax forms on all kinds of things, properties and all kinds of stuff. Nowadays, people are not equipped with all these information, knowledge for them to go through a very complicated systems. So that means we have more than the traditional ways people can think of to produce homeless people, or people will put it into a jail. Diversion Center right now is kind of crippled. It's not exactly doing the things from the public input, from general public's idea, how it should really help people. So I think the new year is coming. I hope the under budgeting issue can be corrected. Just like we don't need another homeless entity in the government agency as our Public Defender Commission. Thank you very much.
That concludes the public comment portion for this meeting.
Can I have a motion to approve our minutes as printed on our agenda?
So moved. Conwell.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Our minutes are approved. At this moment, messages from our county executive.
Thank you, Mr. President. The pandemic is still going strong. Despite the warnings, testing, and vaccinations, people are still contracting COVID. During the last week, 29 of our employees in this building have tested positive for COVID. To our knowledge, one employee has needed hospitalization. The cases were clustered in departments on at least 3 floors. So yesterday we sent everyone home who does not have to be here. We're maintaining a skeletal staff. The building remains open for services with all COVID precautions in place for employees and the public. We expect everyone will be back on Monday. In the meantime, we're vigorously cleaning the building and focusing on hotspot areas where we've seen the positive COVID results. I want to thank Mike Dever, our Director of Public Works, and the Geist team for their dedication from the beginning, all the way back to the spring of 2020, in fact, to keeping our workspaces clean and as safe as possible for our employees. In addition, some of our employees across the county have had to miss work because they have COVID or must quarantine due to exposure. And some of those people have used up their regular sick time. So there is emergency legislation before you today allowing our HR director to give additional time off for these reasons. We don't want people who are following the rules to lose pay or come to work and endanger others if they don't have sick time. I hope you'll support this legislation. And I hope everyone is able to safely spend time with family this Thanksgiving and to reflect on how much we have to be grateful for. Thank you.
At this time, legislation introduced by council. Consideration of a resolution of council for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second, Simon.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor of suspending the rules say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0258, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities and Service Employees International Union, District 1199, the Healthcare and Social Services Union, representing approximately 220 employees in various classifications in support administration for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2024.
This item was previously discussed in executive session. No action will be taken on this item. Consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2021-0259, allocating capital funds in the total amount of $1 million in support of the Veterans Service Commission of Cuyahoga County's headquarters project, determining the services and programs that shall be provided and funded from the Veterans Services Fund in 2021, authorizing payments to various providers in the total amount of $700,024.35 for said services and programs for the period ending December 31st, 2022.
This item will be referred to the Economic Development and Planning Committee. Committee report in consideration of a resolution of council for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I again have a suspension of the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0239, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This resolution was heard in the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee on November 16th. Albert Buchaheen presented on behalf of the Personnel Review Commission. This resolution was unanimously supported in committee, and I ask for your vote of support.
All those in favor supporting say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Legislation introduced by executive. Consideration of resolutions for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend rules 9D and 12A?
Mr. President, I move to suspend those rules.
Second, Simon.
Seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0260, amending the 2020-2021 biennial operating budget for 2021 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, appropriation transfers, and cash transfers, and amending Resolution R 2021-0216 dated September 24th, 2021.
Move to adopt.
Second, Sharon.
Mr. President, my colleagues, this resolution is the regular bi-monthly fiscal agenda of budget amendments. The answers to our questions to OBM are on your desk. The items are routine transfers between accounts and appropriation changes and technical corrections. I recommend passage on first reading suspension.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The rules are, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0261, amending the 2020-2021 biennial operating budget for 2021 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, appropriation transfers, and cash transfers.
Move to adopt. Mr. President, my colleagues, I would like to move to substitute at Council President Jones's request. The substitute would remove items C and G, which are the items that are new that we haven't previously discussed, so that they may be considered at the same time that the contracts are presented. The remaining items are items that we have already discussed and approved. So I make that motion and ask for a second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any further discussion on the proposed amendment? If not, all those in favor of accepting the proposed amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Now, all those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as amended, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0262, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 18, representing approximately 9 heavy equipment operators employed in the Department of Public Works for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2024.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. This item was previously discussed in executive session. I do ask for my colleagues' support in passing of this legislation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Council members, if you could remember to speak clearly and loudly into the microphone, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Resolution 2021-0263, approving a memorandum of understanding between Cuyahoga County, the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, representing employees in the classification of corrections officer in the Sheriff's Department, and the International Union, United Automobile, Aerospace, and Agricultural Implement Workers of America, Region 2B, Local 70, representing employees in the classification of the court security officer in the Sheriff's Department, effective upon ratification by the Cuyahoga County Council through April 1st, 2022, allowing for the use of court security officers to work in the Cuyahoga County Corrections Center when additional corrections staff is needed.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This item was also discussed previously in executive session, and I ask for my colleagues' support. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0264, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and Laborers International Union of North America, Local 860, representing approximately 157 employees in the classification of Deputy Sheriff in the Sheriff's Department for the period January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2023.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This item was previously discussed in executive session, and I ask for my colleagues' support. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2021-0265, authorizing revenue generating agreement number 1932 with Cuyahoga Metropolitan Housing Authority for lease of a county-owned parking lot located on Cedar Avenue at East 22nd Street. Permanent parcel numbers 10313-019 and 10313-022 in the city of Cleveland for the period December 15th, 2021 through December 14th, 2023.
This item will be referred to the Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2021-0266, making awards on requisition 6380 to various providers in the total amount not to exceed $1,415,000 for various vehicle repair parts, equipment, and services for the Fleet Division for the period December 7th, 2021 through December 6th, 2023 for the providers A through N as listed on the agenda.
This item will be referred to Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2021-0267, authorizing an amendment to contract number 839 with Envision Cuyahoga, LLC, for lease of office space located at 4621 Fulton Parkway, Cleveland, for use by Old Brooklyn Neighborhood Family Service Center, formerly known as West Side Neighborhood Family Service Center, for the period October 1st, 2006 through January 17th, 2022, to extend the time period to January 17th, 2027, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $4,295,524.80.
This item will be referred to the Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2021-0268, authorizing home loans to various organizations or their designees in the total amount not to exceed $2,250,000 for various affordable housing projects for the organizations A through E as listed on the agenda.
This item will be referred to the Economic Development and Planning Committee.
Resolution 2021-0269, authorizing an amendment to contract number 1990, formerly contract number 1333, with CHN Housing Partners for emergency rental assistance to income-eligible tenants unable to pay their full monthly rent due to the economic impact from COVID-19 for the period April 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021, for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $2,494,727.40.
This item will be referred to the Community Development Committee.
Resolution 2021-0270, authorizing an amendment to contract number 2033, formerly contract number 704, with Advanced Server Management Group, Inc., for print management operations for the period January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2021, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2024, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,110,000.
This item will be referred to the Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2021-0271, making an award on Requisition 3353 with Integrated Precision Systems, Inc., in the amount not to exceed $9,884,031 for the Detention Center Security Project for the period December 8th, 2021 through March 30th, 2027.
This item will be referred to the Public Safety and Justice Affairs Committee.
Resolution 2021-0272, making an award on Requisition 7193 with Esposito Transport LLC, formerly known as Esposito Mortuary Services, Inc., in the amount not to exceed $3,512,500 for body transportation services for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2026.
This item will be referred to the Public Safety and Justice Affairs Committee.
Resolution 2021-0273, authorizing an amendment to contract number 366 with United Way of Greater Cleveland for fiscal agent services for emergency food purchase assistance by hunger centers, serving eligible Cuyahoga County residents for the period January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2022, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,220,450.
This item will be referred to Health, Human Services, and Aging Committee.
Resolution 2021-0274, authorizing a contract with Child Care Resource Center of Cuyahoga County, doing business as Starting Point, in the amount not to exceed $1,620,682 for implementation and management of the Child Care Access and Quality Expansion Program for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2023.
This item will be referred to Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0275, authorizing a contract with Child Care Resource Center of Cuyahoga County, doing business as Starting Point, in the amount not to exceed $2,708,844 for management and administration of the Family Child Care Home Professional Development System for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2023.
This item will be referred to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0276, authorizing a contract with Child Care Resource Center of Cuyahoga County, doing business as Starting Point, in the amount not to exceed $4,442,092 for Special Needs Child Care Program for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2023.
This item will be referred to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0277, authorizing a contract with Educational Service Center of Northeast Ohio in the amount not to exceed $1,357,008 for fiscal agent and administrative services in connection with Bright Beginnings System and for the creation of a parent support department and related support services for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2023.
This item will be referred to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0278, authorizing a contract with Cuyahoga County Board of Health in the amount not to exceed $1,539,300 for program administration services for the Newborn Home Visiting Program for the Invest in Children program. It's for the period January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2023.
This item will be referred to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0279, authorizing a contract with City of Cleveland Department of Public Health in the amount not to exceed $682,276 for prenatal and interconceptional care services to high-risk families in connection with the expansion of the Moms First program for the Invest in Children program. And it's for the period January 18th, 2022 through December 31st, 2023.
This item will be referred to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0280, making an award on Requisition 5806 to Oriana House, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $2,100,000 for administration and operation of the Neighborhood Reentry Resource Center and the Adult Transition Model for the period July 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2024.
This item will be referred to the Health, Human Services, and Aging Committee.
Resolution 2021-0281, making an award on Requisition 5807 to Cuyahoga County Public Library in the amount not to exceed $560,000 to oversee and administer the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Adult Basic Education Program for inmates in the county correctional facilities, and it's for the period December 7th, 2021 through December 31st, 2024.
This item will be referred to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2021-0282, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1900-330 with Highland Group, Inc. for insurance brokerage and risk management services for the period January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2021, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2022, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $2,571,470.
This item will be referred to the Finance and Budgeting Committee. Committee reports in consideration of resolutions for second reading.
Resolution 2021-0243, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires the replacement of West 130th Street Bridge number 02.26 over the East Branch of the Rocky River in the cities of North Royalton and Strongsville. Total estimated project cost, $3,750,000.
This item will move to the December 7, 2021 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0244, authorizing an amendment to contract number 610 with C&S Engineers, Inc. for general engineering services for the Cuyahoga County Airport for the period February 10th, 2020 through February 13th, 2025, for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,500,000.
This item will move to our December 7th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0253, authorizing an amendment to Revenue Generating Agreement Number 1864 with the Huntington National Bank, the successor in interest of First Merit Corporation, for the sale of naming rights for the Cleveland Convention Center for the period November 1st, 2015 through October 31st, 2035, to extend the time period to October 31st, 2036.
This item will move to the December 7th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0255, authorizing a contract with Clark, Schaefer, Hackett & Co. in the amount not to exceed $2,320,000 for annual audits for calendar years 2021 through 2025 for the period September 30th, 2021 through December 31st, 2026.
This item will move to the December 7th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0257, authorizing an amendment to contract number 0256 with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry for Adult Guardianship Services for the period January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2022, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $605,285.
And this item will move to the December 7th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0238, adopting the 2022-2023 Biennial Operating Budget and Capital Improvements Program.
And this last item will move to the December 7th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2021-0242, confirming the county executive's appointment of the Honorable Mayor Annette Blackwell to serve on the Cuyahoga County Citizens Advisory Council on Equity for an unexpired term ending July 14th, 2022.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Thank you. This resolution was heard in the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee on November 16th. The appointment of Mayor Annette Blackwell to serve on the Cuyahoga County Citizens Advisory Council was unanimously supported in committee, and I ask for your vote of support.
All right, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0250, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Lisa M. Hunt to serve on the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities for the term January 27th, 2022 through January 22nd, 2026.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Thank you again. This resolution was also heard in Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee on November 16th. The appointment of Lisa M. Hunt to serve on the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities was unanimously supported in committee, and I ask for your vote of support.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0251, confirming the county executive's appointment of Carolyn Eisenhart to serve on the Cuyahoga Arts and Culture Board of Trustees for an unexpired term ending March 31st, 2024.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This resolution again was heard in the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee on November 16th. The appointment of Carolyn Eisenhart to serve on the Cuyahoga Arts and Culture Board of Trustees was unanimously supported in committee, and I ask for your vote of support.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0245, authorizing an award on Requisition 6464 to MB Companies in the amount not to exceed $545,550 for the purchase of snow removal equipment for the county airport.
Motion to adopt. Council President, this piece of legislation, we had Mr. Myers from Public Works come before Public Works Committee on November 17, 2021. This involves a equipment involving a broom. The current one is 15 years old and needs to be replaced, and Public Works is confident that they are equipped to handle this winter with that. However, the new broom will be obtained in time for the winter of 2022. It takes more time to get these specific pieces of equipment, so Public Works is actually being proactive on this purchase. And the purchase price will be reimbursed by the Federal Aviation Authority's grants, and I would ask my council colleagues' support on this legislation.
All right, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2021-0252, authorizing an amendment to Revenue Generating Agreement Number 50 with the City of Cleveland to lease space in the City of Cleveland Police Department headquarters, located at 1300 Ontario Street in Cleveland, for the period October 2nd, 2018 through October 1st, 2021, to exercise an option to extend the time period to October 1st, 2022, and for a lease amount of $16 per square foot per annum, plus parking fees and the cost of the cities of Cleveland's proportional share of utilities.
Move to adopt.
Second, Conwell.
Mr. President, this was heard in committee. This might possibly be one of the best deals that we have signed since we've been on council. This was, we purchased the Cleveland Police Department headquarters and lease space back to them until they get into theirs, which is probably going to be in another 2 years, which basically makes the entire purchase a wash. So that was a great deal. I congratulate the administration on that, and I thank Cleveland for their help on that, and we recommend adoption.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0254, approving right-of-way exhibits as set forth in plat number M5051 for a reconstruction of Stearns Road from Shady Road to Bagley Road in Olmsted Township, authorizing the county executive through the Department of Public Works to acquire said necessary rights-of-way.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
And Council President, with respect to this legislation, Ms. Nicole English came before Public Works on November 17, 2021. This will allow us to, what we needed to do is approve the right-of-way exhibits and legal descriptions. Then the county may proceed to acquire the necessary approvals to allow property rights for this particular project. This is a 2-year project. Construction is expected to begin in early 2023, and the construction managers will work with the township to arrange lane closures and traffic alternatives to the project as it proceeds. It involves 35 separate owners with 41 total parcels, and the project will also include sanitary sewer work. Only about $200,000 of the $4.5 million costs will be for the sewers. I'm asking for my colleagues' support on this piece of legislation.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it.
Resolution 2021-0247, authorizing an amendment to contract number 1631 with Applewood Centers, Inc. for multisystemic therapy problem sexual behavior services for adjudicated youth for the period July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2021, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2022, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $600,000.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, again, this was heard in the Safety Committee. This was explained to us by our friends over at the Juvenile Court, and these are necessary therapies needed for the youth that go through the programs within the justice system in the Juvenile Justice Center. Recommendation was adoption.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, opposed? Ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Committee report and consideration of a resolution for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2021-0246, authorizing contract number 1904 with Fund for Our Economic Future of Northeast Ohio as fiscal agent in the amount not to exceed $1,450,000 to support workforce innovation and coordination in healthcare, manufacturing, information technology, and hospitality sectors in connection with the Workforce Connect Development Program for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2024.
Move to adopt.
Second. Miller.
This was heard, I guess I'll handle it. I don't think that was in Chairman Schron's committee, but we did hear this in committee, and we recommended passage of this item, and we did add what we heard as the hospitality sectors in connection with this program, which I think is, we all thought this was a good idea for an expansion.
All right, all those, any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Miller.
I would just add that it provides for a 10% increase in our current commitment to the 3 original sectors plus the additional sector.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Can I have my name added?
Add Councilwoman Conwell's name to this item.
And, Mr. Chairman, I'll abstain on this.
All right, and
Mr.
one abstention from
Mr.
Councilman Schron.
Mr. Chairman, I would like my name added as well. Thank you.
Add Councilman Miller's name. All right, if there's no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
With one abstention.
With one extension. Consideration of an ordinance for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
All those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes. The rules are suspended.
Ordinance 2021-0017, an uncodified ordinance providing for paid emergency administrative leave for county employees and allowing for the county executive or his designee to temporarily expand the use of existing paid sick leave and unpaid personal leave of absence.
Move to adopt.
Second, Miller.
Yes, the floor is yours.
Thank you. We wanted to bring this before you today. As you heard earlier from the county executive, the building has experienced, and the county has experienced among its employees, an influx of COVID-19 cases. We wanted to have an opportunity to give those employees a way to be off work, stay off work as they should, and then still be paid so they don't experience any financial hardship because of it. We have this prepared and ready to go. We've gotten the documentation that we need for them to get started with the time as soon as it hopefully is approved. And I'm available to answer any questions that you might have as it relates to this.
Are there any questions? Councilman Schron.
What was going to focus this on just COVID-related sick pay? Is this language does not sound as though it's covering that. It's just, it sounds like if somebody already has exhausted all their sick leave and they get sick on, for any other reason, we've just extended their sick leave in addition to anybody else. This does not seem to sound like COVID-related incidents.
Well, we've allowed for the rules to be relaxed per the employee handbook as it relates to sick leave, but it is supposed to be directly related to any COVID-related illnesses, quarantines, and anything related to that.
Why doesn't, can we make sure that it says that in the language somehow?
If I may, if you take a look at section 1 of the ordinance itself, it's actually says authorize the executive or his designee to provide county employees who have tested positive for COVID-19 or who must quarantine due to exposure to COVID-19. It's specifically written into the ordinance.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at what we were actually on the summary. Nope.
Any further questions?
Ms. Marshall, if you could please, for the record, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sheba Marshall, HR Director.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, we have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilwoman, the
Thank you.
floor
I'm
is
just
yours.
curious, and I think it's appropriate to ask at this time. We had a $100 incentive for vaccines.
Yes,
How did that deadline has come and gone?
yes.
We had a 43% at the time that we started.
Yes.
Do we know what percentage we have gained?
I want to say that it ended at 56%, but Patrick Smock is here to confirm those numbers.
So it increased to 56%?
It did.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. All right, at this time, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. This ordinance is adopted. Consideration of ordinances for first reading and referral to committee.
Ordinance 2021-0018, amending sections 306.01, 306.02, and 306.03 for the county code to make any exceptions consistent with state law and to streamline the hiring process.
This item will be referred to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Ordinance 2021-0019, an ordinance providing for adoption of modifications of Cuyahoga County non-bargaining salary Schedule B.
This item will be referred to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee. At this time, our miscellaneous committee reports. Are there any committee reports?
Yes,
Do you want-
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Health and Human Services will be Wednesday, December 1st at 1 o'clock.
Mr. President,
Councilman?
my colleagues, the last Finance and Budgeting Committee meeting of the year is going to be a doozy. We're going to meet at our regular time next Monday at the 29th at 1 p.m., and we're going to hear a resolution. We're also going to have an update on the ERP and the Harris systems and hear from our ERP consultant, Sig Persons. At this meeting, the ERP project director, Connie Geddes, will let us know whether she can commit to the initiation of Go Live on payroll and WFM at the currently planned schedule of March 2022. So this is a very important meeting, and I would encourage all members to attend, not just finance and budgeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. President? Public Works will be meeting next Wednesday, December 1st, at its usually scheduled time.
Mr. President, Safety, Tuesday, 1 o'clock.
Economic Development will meet at 3 o'clock on Monday.
Education, Environment, Sustainability, December 1st, Wednesday at 3, to hear the items referred today.
Mr. President, the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee will meet on Tuesday, November 30th at 10 to discuss the ordinance presented today.
Any other committee reports?
Mr. President, should we have community and economic development and economic development meet together? Because the loans, since I serve on both, and there are loans on housing for ED, and the Requisition, it's home funds, and the CD issue is housing as well.
Are you asking to move your time to the economic development time of 3 o'clock?
Can we share that?
Sure. Yeah, you're welcome.
Have you
We'll
consulted,
hold the gavel simultaneously.
have you consulted with your
beside
Council
committee
member?
members first?
If you could speak a little bit louder, Councilmember Stevens.
So,
Barely hear you.
Mr. President, I request that we be allowed to hold our community and economic development committees together.
I would say take a moment, talk with your colleagues as well.
Okay.
And we have a moment and we can settle. It doesn't have to be settled right here. Take a moment, talk, and
My colleague who's chair of economic development is willing to meet with me. I just need to see if all of our colleagues
I
are
need a
okay
few
with
votes
that.
too, though. But take a moment, check with your colleagues, and I'm not opposed to it. Just confer, and then we can move forward with it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. If there are no more committee reports, any miscellaneous business?
Yes, if I may, Mr. President.
Yes.
I just want to send out a special thank you to CEO from RTA, India Birdsong, who came before the choir committee and gave us a presentation on her overview and future of RTA. It was very informative. We're going to have her back, or the new chair, hopefully will, I'm sure has already committed to have her back, but it was good to do, and we will continue that. Also, thank you to Mark Griffin, who gave us the semi-annual IG report. Again, informative. It's good that we keep on top of what his reporting is and what he's investigating, and just wanted to make sure they both knew that we appreciate it.
Further miscellaneous business? If not, if nothing else holds our attention, our meeting is now adjourned.